Okay guys, it's time to put in one of the Sea-Lab 28 blocks. So I thought it was a great video to show you how I use them and why I use them. And as you guys all know, I run a tap water reef tank. Seems to do a great job at keeping my calcium where I want it. So let's get into it. So Sea-Lab 28 blocks, number 28 blocks. It's an automatic replenisher. Give me 1 second, guys. So I'm gonna show you guys. See, it has 18 elements. So we have aluminum, we have boron, calcium, chromium, cobalt, copper, fluoride, iodine, iron, manganese, and the list goes on and on. So with this, I'm able to keep, obviously, the corals that I'm keeping at the moment. We have everything from zoas to pectinias to plating corals, hammers, frog spawn, torches, leather corals, candy canes, some encrusting corals. We have a nice acan, alveopora, clam, oniopora, acros. There we go. But the idea is to show you guys how to use these blocks. So they are a calcium based block, and I use a whole block. And this I believe it's 100, a little bit over 100 gallons. So I just go ahead and drop it in to a low flow area. So there we go. We're gonna see how it interacts with the water right now. See all those. There we go. See, it'll stop within a few minutes, but it's replenishing whatever is missing right now at the moment. And obviously, I do this as soon as one is done. I'll go ahead and add another one. It does keep my calcium a little bit higher than most people keep it, so I'm about at 530, 540. But it doesn't hurt anything. Doesn't seem to be hurting any of the corals. And I've been doing this for 2 years roughly. I did start off with the smaller tank there, which I need to clean and do some maintenance on, but I noticed I needed to go ahead and add the Sea-Lab 28 block, and this is how I take care of my calcium. The great thing about it is it does have 18 of the trace minerals that we need, or that are required to keep a nice looking tank, or at least to keep a tank mixed with different type of corals, as you can see. And I have no filter on this camera right now, but as you can see all the little bubbles are attaching to the ceiling there. So if you are gonna keep sponges, I would recommend going a different route, because, or unless you put it in your sump or whatnot, but it still will get into the tank. And as you can see, it hasn't been doing so well. We have some die off for that white sections there. And I believe it's because it gets some air stuck onto the, or some of these little bubbles get stuck onto the sponge there. But aside from that, you can definitely keep some of these nice corals without any issues. I would just stay away from the sponges. And of course, if you're trying to keep your calcium a little bit lower, you can just cut a piece off and then you go that route. This just dissolves. It lasts about a week. It dissolves slowly. Of course, in this tank, this is only a 20-gallon system. I do half, but it does keep my calcium a lot higher because I do a full block for this tank, and it keeps this one at 540, around there. It is a little bit more elevated, and as the corals grow, then it will be less, obviously. But on the smaller tank, it does keep it around 600, and that's what half a block. I didn't see any problems either keeping the calcium that high, but I do run my alkalinity also a little higher. So in this tank, it runs, alkalinity runs roughly at about 10 DKH, and my magnesium runs roughly at 1400. So there you go. That's how I use my Sea-Lab 28 blocks. I just did my magnesium the way I make my magnesium. I should have made a video on that, but I guess I can do it the next time. But there you go, guys. That's how I use my Sea-Lab 28 blocks and why I use them. It does adds lots of the trace elements that I need to keep some of these corals. So alright, guys, until next time, Sea-Lab 28 blocks, and they're not too expensive. I believe I paid $28 or $25 roughly, and it comes with, I believe, 24 blocks. See, the great thing is it does add lots of strontium to the tank, so it helps out. And this, I add strontium on a weekly basis anyways, but definitely help with growth. So try them out. You guys might like them. Thank you. Bye.